Hi guys, how is everyone doing? Oh my goodness. I am so excited because I have a lot to tell you on Haps. I would love for you to head over there because that's where all of the comments are being gathered. Now, if you're on YouTube, hey, it's cool to hang out over there as well. But on Facebook, you may want to come over to Haps because the first thing that I want to tell you about is that Haps is doing a challenge. It's doing a challenge. So let's first of all, let's say hi to the first folks that are in the chat. Oh, actually, over on Facebook, and that's Richard, and he knows Grammy is spelled with two M's, an I, and an E. Hey, Richard, happy Friday to my good friend Sue Ann. We're going to be doing a collaboration soon, so I want y'all to all stay tuned for that. And also, over on the YouTube side, Chaos Rain is saying, I'm getting a new mic and mixers as well. Ooh, very cool. And also, Montang, hey, how are you? Great to see you there as well. So, I need to talk about this challenge that Haps is running. Now, I know I've talked to you about challenges before, but this challenge, you can win some real money. And so this is open to anybody. Okay. And I do want to thank the folks that have signed up under my um, Haps link, eileen.link/Haps. But I want to show you what you can earn based on the leaderboard that they have going. And I think this goes on for the next 2 weeks. Off the top of my head, I'm sorry, I can't remember, but just get over here now. Okay. And hello from Peter is here. So Peter, if you could please type in the date that this challenge expires, I would so appreciate that because I didn't think to get that information for myself ahead of time. And you can win up to $1,000. You can also win some cool Haps swag. But yeah, and there's the referral challenge. Let's get your followers over here. Thank you, Peter, for the encouragement. And y'all heard Peter. He works at Haps, okay? He's a community manager, and he's saying, get your followers over here. And I want y'all all to do that. And oh my gosh, I was so surprised when I checked the leaderboard today to find out that my friend Hasnain is like number 2 on the leaderboard. Now, there's a whole lot of people waiting to bump him off his his perch, okay? But y'all better get over there because Hasnain got a lead on y'all already. Okay, that's 9. I'm sorry if I say that wrong. Heavenly Dew is here. Hello, my dear. So happy to see you. And really, I really tried. I tried to do this without my glasses today, but it's not happening. So let me put that on, put those on. And thank you so much, Heavenly Dew, for coming. And how are things down there in the great state of Texas? And Fraser Ramsey, you and I need to have a talk offline. Hi. Yeah. And Hasnain said it just start. We do have a lot of time. Yes, that's right. There's plenty of time for you guys to knock Hasnain off his perch. Okay, because the second place is $500, and right now he's holding the second place spot. And I believe Randy was on the first place spot, and I don't remember the names of the other folks. But let me just run down the prizes that y'all can win here. All right, so let me come back up on screen. And you can win $1,000, $500, $250. And like I said, you can also win some gear. And so even though I put that up on screen, I don't, okay, here it is. I had to keep it so that I could see it. All right. Yeah, third place is 250, fourth place is 100, fifth place is 50, sixth place is 25, but then top 20 will get the hoodies, the Haps hoodies. Top 30 will get the t-shirt. Top 50 will get the mug. So you could get a mug and a t-shirt and a hoodie and win some money. So get your friends over here, those that are not, haven't live streamed before. They'll be surprised at how easy it is to live stream with Haps. Those that are already live streaming on other platforms, those are the folks that you really want to encourage. And so I'm posting the link over on the YouTube side and the chat there. And okay. And Chaos Rain was talking about a mic, and he said, or should I call it a sound card? Okay, great. Well, we're going to get into that. And so Anthony Harris is saying hello from Dallas as well. Hey, 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 Anthony. And yeah, you know what? I'd be willing to buy some swag because I would love to have a Haps cup. Like right now, I'm sporting my Tube Buddy cup. Y'all know I love me some Tube Buddy. Things just taste so much better when you're drinking from the Tube Buddy cup. So if you're Anthony Harris, hi, how are you? So if you're wondering, like you've been listening to me talking about this, but yet you're not really sure what Haps is, let me just break it down to you. If you happen to be watching this on Facebook or on YouTube, Haps is a browser-based live streaming app, but you also can use your Android phone or your iPhone to go live. And the beautiful thing about Haps compared to all of the other platforms that are out there is that there's a community of folks, and it's really a tight-knit community of people who want to support each other and show each other love. You can get monetization through not just the contests and things that they have, but also from tips that we can give each other here on the platform. And so if you have not signed up for Haps yet, go to eileen.link/Haps and just sign up and go live. And let's see if I have a banner for that. Looks like I do. There it is. It's not the kind of banner that I want to set up, but I'm not going to mess with it right now. Let me just move it over here so you can see. eileen.link/Haps. That's with 2 P's. And that will get you some bonus points when you sign up with my link. So now I need to know, does anyone notice that I'm using a different mic? I think some of you guys already got exposed to the mic. I did a YouTube video. I did a YouTube video where I showed the unboxing of that. And, I had fully intended on uploading that video here so you could see it. And so I think we can do these things on the fly as well. So hang on just 1 minute. Takes a minute though to do that. So let's see what we can do. So the microphone that I already was using is actually a very good mic. I love it. Okay. And I used it for years, but I actually got a little belated birthday gift from my daughter. She gave me a nice little gift card for me to spend over on Amazon. And so I was like, I've been hearing about this mic, and this mic just came out last year. And let me just show you what it looks like with the unboxing, because I know a lot of you guys haven't seen it yet, but I absolutely had fun making this little, and this is a short video. The Shure MV7 USB microphone is great for podcasting as well as your live streams. Welcome to Better Sound. Yes, that went over well. I thought it was going to die there for a minute, but it came back. So yeah, let's see if we can get that to stop flashing. Okay, great. So thank you. Barry says, uh-oh, new mic, MV7. Yes. So let me just hold it up. I'm not going to say anything while I hold it up because then you won't. And truth be told, most people that use this mic use it with a mixer. However, y'all know I don't do mixers. Well, maybe you don't know. I used to use a mixer when I was 17 years old. I used to be a DJ. I was 17 and 18. And by the time I was 19, I think I lost access to the mixer. That's another story that I'm not going to share tonight. But anywho, I know about mixers. Been there, done that, okay? And since most of my broadcasts are really solo broadcasts, now I will be doing some interviews. Maybe I won't be the host of the interviews, like my girl Sue Ann was here earlier, and she's going to be interviewing me. I've got a couple of other folks that have asked me to come on their shows. Oh, I'm sorry. You got a question here. How expensive is it? Okay. Because I'm not sure what country you're in, let me just show you. I'm going to put this up on screen. Be prepared to write down this link. Okay. Actually, I'll put it in the chat over on YouTube as well. It is Eileen.link/podcast kit. Eileen.link/podcast kit. And don't worry if that went too fast for you, because here, yeah, I can put it up on screen multiple ways because I got Ecamm Live over here. But I'll put it in the chat as well, because what that will take you over to is my collection of where I have all the mics and the other podcast gear that I use, and some that I just plan to use, but haven't used yet. All right. So, and I'll also do a little screen share. All right. Oh, you're in the US. Okay, great. So there's the link, and that's going to take you over to a site that is called Kit. To refresh my devices, and so that worked. So, and I'm not sure why it got kicked off, but it's live streaming, guys, so y'all know. Oh, good. Okay, all good on refresh. Thank you, Sue Ann. I didn't know you were still there. Great. Woo, that was a little scary because I'm talking about my mic, and I did, but that wasn't the mic that did that. It was just a little technical glitch on the interwebs. So we're all straight now. Okay, I want to look and see if I know. I really don't know what the timestamp of that is, but I'll edit that out later on the YouTube side. Oh, yes, I do. I was at the 19, probably was like the 18-minute mark. Okay. So let me just write that down. All right. So, all right. A lot of folks that use this mic can use it with the mixer because it has the input, which they call the XLR cable. And that can be plugged into a mixer. Actually, it's not an XLR cable. It's a USB-C. And C, because I want the regular old school USB is a USB-A. And I want mine to go into I'll show you what I mean here. Okay, this is the one for my other mic. Okay, this is what they call USB-A. This is the old school USB that most of us are familiar with. And I'll probably do a better job if I hold it up over here. All right, now, if you are going to use this mic with a mixer, then you want to use the other cable. But I didn't think to pull out beforehand, so I'm going to have to dip down and go into this drawer. Where I have all my spare parts. All right, so now you see this is a totally different looking cable because it's the new school stuff. It's a USB-C. All right, and most of your modern mixers will have that connection. And so what will happen is when you have the mixer, you can control all of your like balancing things out and all that with your mixer. But when you're using the USB, which is what I'm doing, I'm using the USB, then they give you an app that you can use with it. And so I'm going to show you the app because I've already set it up. My friends over on Facebook in the Let's Get Live Facebook group, who is run by our fearless leader, Doc Rock, they helped me with the setup of it. But I'm going to show you guys, what I went through and how easy it is to set this mic up and get it sounding the way you want it to sound. All right, so let me put this down first. And let's see. I'm going to go in on Ecamm. I can go into preview mode and see if I can make sure I'm sharing the right thing first. Looks like I do got the right thing showing. And now I'm going to publish that. All right, so there now you are seeing my software that comes with this mic. So hang on, one more thing I need to do is to put me on screen. Bear with me one little momento. There you go. I don't want that version of me though. I'll just do the square. Put me over here like this. Okay. And that hasn't showed up in Haps yet, but it's coming. All right. So wait, publish. Duh. Yeah, I had to publish it. All right. There you go. All right. I'm all set now. So this app is called Motiv. Motiv. And you have to go to the Shure website. Actually, this says Shure Plus Motiv mic setup. And so right now, you see, I have it locked, but I'm actually going to unlock it so I can show you guys how it needs to be set up. All right. So first, I want to go over to the auto levels side. All right. So here we go. You can mute the mic. Well, we're not going to do that again because we already had that issue. And the mic actually does a lot of the work for you. So if I say I want to have it so that it sounds good when the mic is close to my mouth, I would use near. Or I could say far, and then I could get back a little, and the mic will compensate for that and pick up. All right, so here's a couple more things here, options that we have, and it's called the tone, the dark tone. Now, you tell me what you think, because like I said, my friends helped me set this up, and well, I won't tell you what they said, but let me just say the dark tone. All right, turn that on. Now I'm using the dark tone. I'm using the Shure MV7 microphone. Let me know if you like how it sounds with the dark tone. I'm using the Shure MV7 microphone. Let me know how it sounds with the natural tone. I'm using the Shure MV7 microphone, and now I'm using the bright tone. So what do you think, guys? What do you think? What tone sounds the best? Do you like natural tone? Let me know. It's soft. I will prefer bright. Oh, okay. It doesn't sound any different to you. Okay, Richard. Cool. Hasnain says he likes the bright. All right. So now that these were the auto, you're fine as you are, natural. Thank you. And in fact, I forgot to put you guys' comment up on screen. I want to make sure I do that. And so Sue Ann, it says you're fine as you are, natural. Thank you. And Richard, thank you so much. Oh, the comments are coming in. Thank you. You sound beautiful, Grammy. Okay, thanks. All right. And Barry says, can you do it over? Let me switch to headphones. Okay, yes, I will do it over. Just for you, Barry. Just for you. And Barry, I think you already signed up for Haps, but I want you, because I don't know if, I think you might have got here a little late, but I just want to remind you that Haps is having this challenge right now. And Excelencia Personal says, sounds great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So I want to remind you about the challenge, Barry, because you can make some money if you refer some of your friends over here to Haps. All right. So we're just going to go over well, actually it's 3 settings again. First, I'm on far right now, but I'm going to turn on near. I'm using the Shure MV7 microphone, and I'm using the near mic position. I'm using the Shure MV7 microphone, and I'm using the far mic position. I'm using the Shure MV7 microphone, and I have my tone set to dark. I'm using the Shure MV7 microphone, and my tone is set to natural. I'm using the Shure MV7 microphone, and my tone is set on bright. Okay, guys, those were all of the choices here. And Richard says that the near is quieter. Okay. All right. I hope Barry had enough time to go and get his headphones. Hi, congrats on getting your new mic. Thank you. Thank you so much, Cairo. Thank you. I'm so excited. Like I said, my daughter gave it to me as well, she gave me an Amazon gift card. I actually had to put a little bit to it, but that's okay. It's still always going to be in my mind. It's my birthday present from my daughter. All right. So now those were all the auto level settings. All right. Now we're going to go to the manual settings. The manual settings. All right. And so the auto level settings, as I mentioned. Oh, okay. So, Barry, I think you agree. What you're saying here agrees with what my friends from the Let's Get Live Facebook group. You should join that group, Barry. Natural or dark is the best when you are far away from the mic. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right. And Hus9 says that it is a great mic. Yes, it is. And Bright has too much semblance. Yes, semblance. And I already have a lot of semblance in my the way I talk anyway. So I really don't need any extra. So thank you for that, Barry. And dark completely gets rid of any semblance, and natural has the normal amount. All right, yeah. Because I mean, you don't want to sound like you're just super perfect all the time. That's why natural. And I think they made a great way of describing the different tones as well. Because, like I said, you don't want to sound perfect. That's why they call it a radio voice. That dark is more like the radio voice. And you're listening to station number ILEANE here in Philadelphia. Radio voice. Nah. Larry Snow, ho ho ho! It's like a Christmas when Larry comes around. Hi, howdy! Yeah. Thank you for being here, Larry. I appreciate it. I miss you. I hope all is well because we haven't talked in a minute. All right, so the next thing I want to do, Barry says the same thing with me. I am the king of semblance. Yeah, we tend to have. I was on the fence of getting this mic, but decided to keep the Blue Yeti for now. Oh, okay. Well, your setup is good for the Blue Yeti. The Blue Yeti microphone takes a lot of heat from like the super professional podcasters and even some of the live streamers. But the Blue Yeti is really a good microphone. You just need to have it in the right conditions, and you need to know mic technique as well. So for me, like the Blue Yeti wasn't good because my room is already echoey. So with the Blue Yeti, it's the difference between a condenser mic and a dynamic mic. This is a dynamic mic, and condenser mics are a little more sensitive, which also means they can pick up like when your air conditioner comes on or your heat in this case, since it's wintertime. Wayne Roberts is in the house. Hey, Wayne. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thanks for joining. Okay, so so let's go back to the settings on this mic. So now we're on the manual side. And you see, the first thing you see here is the gain, the decibels of gain. So I'm just going to turn it down. I'm just going to turn it down. Now you tell me. Now I'm all the way down to like, oh, it doesn't even want me to stay down that low. It's just inching back up on its own. I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm going to try to keep it there. And see, it doesn't like being down that low. So I like to keep it up in that range. All right, this monitor mix is just for somebody who likes to use headphones to monitor the playback and all that stuff. That I'm not one of those people, although I know most people do. So don't hate on me because I don't like headphones. I just don't like stuff on my head. I don't even like to wear hats in the winter. So, all right. So here's EQ. So on the EQ, you have different ranges, what they call the high pass filter. This is a high pass filter on the EQ. This is the high pass filter on the EQ. Sorry, I had to mute the mic for a second. Shelly saves the day. Oh my gosh, she just came in and saved the day, didn't she? Thank you so much for coming in and saying hello. Hi, honey. All right, so the next setting. All right, let me go back to that because I had to actually clear my throat. So I'm using the high pass filter. I am using the high pass filter. I'm using the presence boost. I'm using the presence boost. I'm using the high pass and presence boost. I'm using high pass and presence boost. OMG. Even Shelly knows the deal about this mic. It's so nice. Yes, it is. All right. So the next thing that has is a limiter. And I'm not going to, I don't think I can really demo the limiter because the limiter would be good if I was a person who like yelled sometimes, or then it would make it so that, especially if you were listening with earbuds or with headphones, that it wouldn't like blow your ears out. But I don't usually yell, so I'm not going to mess with it. Now, compressor. Don't ask me to explain exactly what a compressor does, but there's the light compression. So I'm now using the compressor on the light setting. I'm now using the compressor on the medium setting. I'm now using the compressor on the heavy setting. So you guys tell me, like, if you heard something that was really foul or whatever. I would stay away from from presence boost and high pass. Thank you, Barry. Yes, I had to. I have, it's called. They call it product placement. Shelly says, "Nice too, buddy mug." Yes. Mm-mm-mm. All right, so we're going to. Oh, before I close out, what I'm going to do is show you what my friends from the Let's Get Live group helped me with. And we decided, there's a preset, sorry, clicked the wrong button. We decided on the LGL Easy, which excuse me. So now I'm using the LGL Easy. I just called it that, but it could have been called anything else. And I'm going to lock it. Oh, you know what? Nope, I'm going to unlock it because I want you to see that you actually can use the mic to control some of these settings. So hang on. Let me come back on full screen here and get rid of the second me. Hi, mini me. Okay, so the mic actually has the option, and I don't want to mess with the mic too much because, you know, we had a little problem last time I did. But at the top, there's controls, and like I'm not going to mess with them, but I just want you to see that there's controls there on the top of the mic that you actually can use to mute the mic, turn the volume, turn up some of these features that we were just talking about here, and you can do that on the fly. So I was thinking about getting the Shure MV7 after upgrading from the Yeti. Okay, and that's the Outsider Jess. Hi, Outsider Jess. Thank you. Thanks for your feedback. I actually am very pleased with the mic. Let me make sure I'm using it right. Mm-hmm. And now that because I locked it again, I just want, you can barely see that there's a red, it's red there. Because once I set it, I locked it. Okay. And so I want you to know, I'm not going to do a demo of this right now, but I actually I tested this out, so I'm not just saying that this can be done. I know it can be done because I recorded an episode of my podcast. Yes, I said I recorded an episode of my podcast. I know it's been a long time since I recorded an episode of podcast, but that's because I've been serving you guys with live streams and recorded videos. But you can use this microphone. I see my video is breaking up a bit. I don't know why, because it tells me that my everything is good. Can you still mute yourself in the lock position? No, I would have to unlock it in order to mute. Now, I have a mute button inside of Haps that I could use, so I could still mute myself. But or what I wanted to tell you, it's a shame that my video is breaking up. So let me just try something here. Let me just put up my image again real quick. And let me just make sure that everything is all good to go on my side. No, I'm not sure why that's happening. Okay, but you can still hear me perfectly. So that's what's really important. All right. So thank you, Barry. So you can use this mic with your phone to record a podcast or Instagram story or whatever. You can use the mic with your phone. Now, I have to give you a big disclaimer. This does not work with Haps. And I'm not sure why. I have not had time to troubleshoot this with Haps because, Haps has a mobile app, an iOS app, and an Android app. And this, what I'm going to talk to you about, doesn't work with Haps. All right. It just picks up your built-in mic of your mobile device. But I kind of showed you guys this a little earlier when I was showing you my little dongles and things. But if you have an iPhone, you need this dongle, and it's over there on my kit. Let me put my podcast kit link up there again so you can go over there and check it out. You just have to scroll down until you see this little dongle, and Apple calls it a camera kit. Now, this is for iPhone users only. All right. And of course, I didn't test the mic with an Android phone because I don't have one currently. Okay. So, and my video's cleared up. You guys seeing me a lot less pixelated now? Because I look a lot less pixelated from my side. So what you do, you need this. And you need the USB cord. Now, for this mic right here, my MV7, I'm not really showing you because my mic is plugged into my computer. But this is the concept. And what I'll do is I will demonstrate on my other microphone, the one I was using prior, which is, I still actually use this one, which is the Samsung Q2U. The Samsung Q2U. All right. So you plug your USB cord, because if you get the Samsung Q2U, which is a very fine microphone and more affordable than the Shure MV7. All right. You use, like I said, the camera kit. Don't know. You can use this for a camera, but y'all know I don't have one of those kinds of cameras. I just use webcam. And then you take this and plug into the back of the mic. Now, the Shure MV7 has its own plug but it looks just like this, but at the end of it, it's a little different than the one I use for the Samsung. Okay, so this is all set up, right? And then I will plug it into my phone. And what I'll do is I will record an audio tweet. Let me get on the right Twitter account, because I just want you to see what it sounds like. Okay. Now, like I said, this is the Samsung Q2U. In fact, I'll say it in here. Recording with the Samsung Q2U. Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Miss Eileen, and I'm doing a live stream right now. And in the middle of that live stream, I'm recording this audio tweet just so my friends can hear me use my Samsung Q2U connected to my iPhone. And we'll just hope that sounds good. And I will go over to the Twitters. Let's see what this comment is. It came in from Zeal Sound. It's also a good mic. Mobile phones, as it could be plugged in directly into the headphone jack. I used it before I got the Yeti, and the mic was impressive. Okay, I never heard of Zeal Sound. Zeal Sound. I like that name, though. That's a cool name. Zeal Sound. All right, so let's see how that came out. Let's go over here and let's play it back.
Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Miss Eileen.
All right, so wait. Let's play it back.
And I'm doing a live stream right now. And in the middle of that live stream, I'm recording this audio tweet just so my friends can hear me use my Samsung Q2 connected to my iPhone.
Wait, first of all, did y'all even know you could do audio tweets? I forgot to ask you if you knew that. And for those of you who want to hear it, let me go over here and put that link in the chat if you just want to go and hear it. I know Barry's got his headphones, and maybe he wants to hear it with his headphones. You can go to that tweet there. And for my friends over here on the Haps side, I'll put that link here in the Haps chat as well. So you can go and listen to that if you wish. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay, because I put it up on Twitter. I was going to say, why is it on there twice? Yeah, so, even though I treated myself, well, my daughter tweeted me, just heard it on your recent show. Are you doing many sound tweets? No, only because I forget. And I've been hanging out on Twitter Spaces. So people are hearing my voice on Twitter in the Twitter Spaces. And so if you haven't heard about Twitter Spaces yet, that just goes to show you haven't watched my last couple of videos talking about it. I love it more than I like Clubhouse. Clubhouse does have its benefits, though. I love the competition between Twitter Spaces and Clubhouse. And yeah, I just forget to do an audio tweet, but I think it's cool. I really do. I think it's definitely something that folks should utilize. However, I will say, um, I think Twitter needs to do a better job of letting people see that there's an audio tweet. And I'm not sure what they could do. They could put a transcript maybe at the bottom of it so that even if somebody didn't listen or if they were hearing impaired or whatever, they could still read the transcript. And I think you can add a transcript, but that would be kind of after the fact. I don't know that it goes across the screen now. That is the piece that's missing. So I think Twitter can do a little bit more with those audio tweets. I think they're absolutely amazing that you can do them. I forget. And now that we have our fleets and we have our Twitter spaces, and who wants to see a quick Twitter spaces demo? Is anybody interested in seeing a Twitter spaces demo here? Let's see who's got their hand up. Anybody? Okay, you guys are kind of slow to get your hands up there, so I'm not sure. All right. So let me know though if you want to. I have my phone right here, and I always have my little ninja ways of putting the phone up on screen. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get that prepared. Ah, we got a taker. We got a taker here. Larry Snow says, me. And Sue Ann, she's raising her hand as well. Thank you, thank you. And oh, you got this. Interesting. That Eric and the outsider Jess both said you got this. Was that some kind of a oh, those are emojis. Okay. They got translated by Haps into the words. You got this. I had no idea that that's what that little emoji meant. YouTube has their own set of emojis that I don't even know what they mean. And that's one of them. All right. So, the old saying, you got to give the people what they want. So since you all said yes, 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 you want to see it. All right. So I have access to Twitter Spaces on Anchor Show profile. Anchor Show. What does that mean? That means not on my Eileen Twitter, the one that I just was tweeting from. You won't see it over there. Okay. I'm getting it all set up for you guys because that's what I do. I give the people what they want. And I'm just going to go to the top of my Twitter. All right. So you have to look for the Anchor Show. Actually, the handle is Anchor Show, not the Anchor Show, but Anchor Show on Twitter. Okay. And actually, there is a couple of spaces going on. You can see there up at the top. I want to see that ad. I'm not giving them no airtime. Up at the top, Michael Stelzner has a Twitter Spaces going on right now. All the items you have on the page link are awesome. Oh, on my podcast kit link. Yes, thank you. All right. So Michael Stelzner is doing a space. Now I'm not going to go in the space because I'm recording, right? So I just want to show you what happens when you tap on it. So because they've changed this around. Oh, and he's testing Twitter Spaces. So, like I said, I'm not going to pop in there, but one of the things they added recently is the ability to put up a title. And I forgot. Sorry, guys. I forgot that the Haps display can interfere with what's going on here. So I'm just going to put everything over there. I'm going to let me just reposition things. Okay. So it just looks a little less weird. All right. Okay. So it says testing out Twitter Spaces. So that's what's going on. So I would join, and it tells me your mic will be off to start. Not going to go in his space because, like I said, I'm recording. I don't have to keep saying that. All right. So how do I start a Twitter Space? From Anchor Show. I click this and I go all the way over to Space. Okay, so it tells you who can speak. You can change this at any time. All right, so here's the options. Everyone, people you follow, or only people you invite to speak. All right, so I'm just going to leave it on people you follow. Your mic will be off to start. Start the space. And Eric is saying that it's not activated. And it is activated around the world. It really does. It's not. They're not. Twitter is handpicking the people that they are giving access to spaces. Even some Android users have access to them. And it doesn't have anything to do with your country. In fact, I think most of the people that are on Twitter Spaces don't speak English as their native language. Okay. So just to get that out the way, because I know most of the time when things are rolled out, it's rolled out in the US first. And then so if somebody in a different country doesn't have it, then they assume that's because it hasn't been rolled out to their country yet. But that's not the case. In this case, Twitter has decided, and you can apply. But forget all of that, because in 2 weeks, in April, when Periscope goes away, on April 1st, I don't know if it's going to be April Fool's Day. We'll see. But it's, from what I've heard from the Twitter staff, that it is going to be rolled out to everyone. Now, I got to be honest with y'all. I believe that when I see it, because, best laid plans. All right. I want to make sure you can see the whole bottom of it. I just realized that you didn't see that at the bottom. All right. So, yeah, because like I said, I don't even have it on my main account, but I have it on Anchor Show. So at least I got it. All right. So we're going to start a Twitter Space. Isn't this exciting? Oh, before we start, let me just give you a little rundown that how it's different from Clubhouse. On Clubhouse, you can have moderators, multiple moderators, and all the moderators basically have control of the room. They can make people speakers. They can kick them off of this, what they call the stage. Or Twitter Spaces is different. There's one host. Supposedly co-hosting is coming soon, but right now there's only one host, and you can invite up to 10 people as speakers. No more than 10. And if you've ever been on Clubhouse before, you probably have seen some of the rooms that, in my mind, are pandemonium, where they've got like 30 or 40 people who have the mic. Now, however, the good thing for Clubhouse is they've had live productions of The Lion King, Dreamgirls. And so that's an advantage that Clubhouse has, because you can have multiple people on the mic. So when they're doing these shows, it's great that, and there's been all kinds of other musical performances and things like that over there as well. And I also heard that, actually, shout out to Joe Polizzi from This Old Marketing podcast. And he said that he heard, he actually heard the room where people were making whale noises. And he said there was like 40 people in the room making whale noises. Okay. Oh, you know what? Real quick, guys. I would love for you guys to share this out. Share this live stream. Yeah, just take a moment to share this with your followers, friends, fans. DM somebody that you think should be watching this and who wants to know about Twitter Spaces, because we're about to go and start your space. Connecting. Okay. And it gives me, it's not until after I start the space that it says, what will you talk about? So I'm just going to say, oh, not my live stream, my live. Okay. No, not end. Duh. No, done. Don't hit end because that'll end space. So now, oh, darn it. Where's my other phone? The phone is way too far away, so I'm not going to try to go grab it right now. But yeah. So let's go over the controls that we have at the bottom of the screen. First, I want you to know that when you start, one of the unique things about Twitter Spaces, anyone who is a speaker can pin a tweet to the top of the space. And I want to show you how to do that, because I think that's one thing that I have not shown folks how to do. So I'm going to pin, I got to find a tweet worth pinning. Okay, here's one. How I published an episode of the podcast. Remember I told you all that? I know you find it hard to believe, but I did. All right, so here you go. Here's the little share icon is the one that has the little up arrow. Okay. And it has all these places where I can share it. But the very top space is the very top option is your space. All right, so I tweet share to your space. Now let's go back over to the space and look at the tweet appears at the top of the space. Now, if I had multiple tweets shared there, you would be able to scrub through all the tweets. So let's see. Let's go over to my other account. And I did this before and I was like, I'm going to lose the space if I switch over to the other account. But no, that's not the case. Don't know how that Twitter worked that out, but that was a smart move on their behalf. And so I'll just share the one where I did the audio tweet, and I'm going to share it to your space. And I'm going to come back into the space. And now there are 2 tweets up at the top. So that is super cool. That's something that you're not going to be able to do with Clubhouse. Clubhouse is just all the audio. There's no texting. There's no way to display any other kind of media. So if I wanted to, let's see, it doesn't look all that great, but at least if, I had folks in the room with me in this Twitter space with me, and we were talking about how to create audio tweets. Here's an example of it. And then they could click on it to hear the example. Okay. So let's go over all the controls we have at the bottom. So I'm going to make sure that you can see these controls. So I'm just going to move things up. This might look a little like it's cut off at the top, but I think it's really important that I make sure you see, because it's kind of tiny. So in fact, yeah. There is the circle with the 3 dots in it. That's the first little icon, and it's about spaces and adjust my settings. We're not going to go into all those menus. hopefully you'll be able to go into someone's Twitter space and you'll be able to see what those settings are. You can share feedback, view the rules, and view captions. I have view captions turned off, but it's great for someone who is hearing impaired, or if you just have the volume turned down, but you want to continue to listen to, well, and continue to know what's being said in the Twitter space, you can turn on captions and it does work. Let's see if you can see them. Let's see if you can see them right now. Oh, I'm muted. Let's see if we can see the captions. Yeah, you can see the captions. And they're doing a fairly good job of captioning what I'm saying right now. And if Larry Snow is still around, tell me what you think. You were the first one that said you wanted to see. So are you impressed with this? I'm impressed. I gotta be honest with you. I'm impressed with the captions. I just find them annoying. Because I tend to start reading instead of listening, and I really came in here to listen. So, but it would be good if I wasn't, if I was not speaking, and I think it would enhance my listening. All right. So that's the first little, 3 dots. Now, and if we have time, we can go back over into more details of them. So the next one is going to be only one that the host will see, and that's the little people icon where you can, no. I take that back. This is a new one. This is a new one. Hey, Patricia A. Murray is over here on the Haps side. Patricia, I hope you heard about the Haps challenge. And I hope that you are referring your friends. And Barry's saying, I like it, Barry. Yay. So we wanted to be able to search for our friends. And so when there's a crowded room, you can search and see if there are, yeah. Oh, thanks for the wow award, Patricia. Thanks so much. Wow, I got an award, Patricia. Thank you. So that little people icon is a really good one to, I think as a host, I have extra options here because I also can search for requests. So that means people that have requested to speak. And so, of course, you wouldn't have that because it says hosts, requests, speakers, then listeners. So if there were others over here with me, then those would make sense to look at. All right. So next, this is the other feature that really makes me love Twitter Spaces. And if I had to pick between Twitter Spaces and Clubhouse, I would pick Twitter Spaces every time because you can react with emojis, even if you're a listener. So, on Clubhouse, they have this little fake thing where people who are speakers, they will turn their mic on and off as kind of like an applauding of someone who's speaking. This is emojis. I can give the 100 emoji, the fist bump, the peace, the hi, the ha 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 when somebody's speaking. So let me just show you what it looks like. There's the fist bump, or like power, like what you just said, I agree with. And if you have a friend who comes into the space and you guys are mutually following one another, you can send that person emojis privately. So this is great when there's a really big room space with a lot of folks in it, and you just scroll through and you see, oh, Larry Snow is here. Oh, Sue Ann is here. Oh, Pat Murray is here. Let me just say hi. So no, I'm here too. It could be hundreds of people in the room, but you actually see that some of your friends are there. You can send them an emoji. Isn't that cool? Yes, 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 yes. I love, 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 love Twitter Spaces for that reason alone. And of course, many, many more. All right. So we talked about the share screen. So I'm sorry, we talked about the sharing, but we were talking about earlier, we were talking about sharing a tweet and how you could share a tweet into the space. But now this is how you invite people via DM. So, for example, I could search for Sue Ann. And Sue Ann, do you have an Android phone or an iPhone? If you had an iPhone, then you would just get that uh, DM from me. And Larry saying, yup, yupper. You would get that DM from me and you would be able to come right into the space. Now, I did not say this earlier because I assume people know, but I want to make sure I state this. This only works on mobile now. And I know there's a big, people requesting that they be able to use Twitter Spaces from desktop. And I feel like Twitter is a very understanding for that request, and it may eventually allow us to get it from desktop there. And okay, record Spaces audio. I know you made a little typo there, Larry's, because you came back. Oh, Suanne is here. Great. Is there a record feature? Not yet, Larry. Not yet, but it is coming. They have said that they want to allow us to record, and they also are going to allow us to monetize. They're going to allow us to monetize. Isn't that cool? So let me just, oh, Suanne is sending me all the emojis. If you guys see that. Now, I want to show you how you can send your friend an emoji when you have your friend in the room. So all I have to do is long press on her profile and see how I can just send her an emoji. And it tells you sent to Suanne. So everybody doesn't see that I sent her that emoji, but she'll see it. It'll pop up for her. Okay, so recording is coming, monetization is coming, and possibly desktop. I got a feeling that it'll be kind of in that order, like the recording will come first and then the monetization and then the desktop. But who knows? Who knows where Twitter will roll out first. Okay, Sue Ann, I'm going to the space now. Thank you for coming over there and for helping me out. And oh, let me just make sure I didn't forget anything else you could share it with. Okay, you could copy the link, or you saw me invite Sue Ann via DM. I could share it as a tweet. Now, only thing I don't like about this, and they said they're going to work on it, is when you start to share it as a tweet, and you guys can't see the top of my screen. Let me make it so you can. It doesn't give any context. It doesn't say, or it shows me my picture and it shows Sue Ann's picture, but you have to literally stop and type in. So now you're in the space and you're talking to people, and believe me, right when you go to send this tweet, that's when they're going to say, Eileen, what do you think? And you're like, no, I was getting ready to type up this elaborate tweet to say, I'm in a Twitter space with Sue Ann and we are talking about, and that's when they call on you and you're like, oh, what? And then you're like, wait, how do I get back over there so I can talk? So they are going to work on this so that that will pre-populate some text, and it should also have the handle of the person who started the room space, who started the Twitter space, and so forth. Okay, Sue Ann, for real this time. Bye on the Twitter Spaces side. Love ya. All righty. Yes. Good day, Bobby. Thank you for coming. So appreciate you. And from Hybridad, we've definitely had an international broadcast here. We've had lots of people from the US. We've had Hasnain, who is in Kuala Lumpur, and we've had Eric, who is in Switzerland. I want to say Switzerland. And then we had Hybridad. Let's see if we had any other countries here visiting. And if there's anyone who's from another country, I apologize. I don't remember. But, all the cities in the U.S., we got Dallas and we got Monrovia and we've got Grand Junction and, hello from Nur Sultan. I didn't even see that earlier. Hi. Oh, I want to be on a record that I said hi, even though it was a belated hi. Whew. All right, guys. I think I said hi to everybody or shouted out all the different countries. And for y'all U.S. folks, I'm just going to say, hey, U.S. peeps. All right, I will let you guys see the unboxing one more time. The Shure MV7 USB microphone is great for podcasting as well as your live streams. Welcome to Better Sound. Yes. Thank everybody for coming today and hanging with me and helping me celebrate my new microphone. Anybody have any other questions before I close down the stream? Let me know. Just one more time real quick. I have to remind you about the Haps challenge because you guys can make some money and I want to see somebody who's been coming to my streams or that I know or I hang out with. I want to see you win this challenge. You can win in the first place $1,000, second place $500, $250, $100, 50, 25 of the top 20 people will get the hoodies, top 30 people will get the t-shirts, top 50 people. So at least 50 people will win something because they will get a mug. Okay. So don't count Haps out. I know a lot of us love to use StreamYard. We love Ecamm Live. As you have seen today, I have been using my Ecamm Live as a virtual cam right along with Haps. And, StreamYard is great. Don't get me wrong. You can multi-stream with StreamYard just like you can with Haps. However, StreamYard does not have a community of people that, want to collaborate with you right there. So if you don't even have a following, you can make friends right here on Haps. You can watch some incredible broadcasts. I mean, I do tech, but there are so many people doing art. I just want to shout out Bobby Bicker. She's an amazing artist on here. She was the first person to reach 1 million views. Not only is she an amazing artist, but she does these broadcast where she uplifts others in the community, and she will be doing her art, and then she has someone else on the stream doing a different kind of art, and then maybe someone doing art on their iPad using Procreate, and then somebody doing a different, like maybe sculpting, whatever. She's amazing. So her is Bobby Bicker. Be sure you follow her. And Raymond, hi, how are you? Yes. What is the happy challenge? Oh, I have the wrong. Um, the Haps challenge was, all right, I'll just do it real quick for you, the outsider, Jess, but I did have it up on screen. You probably weren't looking. Oh, yeah, I can do it this way where I'm both on screen. So, what they want you to do, they want to bring more users over here. So, they are incentivizing us to refer our friends. So, if you want to join Haps, you would use my link to join. And let me get that link up there real quick. And that's not a good spot for it. Let me go in here and put a background behind it so it's somewhat visible. Okay, sorry for moving it around so much. So if you wanted to join, then you could be one of my referrals, and then you also would get some points because, oh, the other thing about Haps that you can't do on the other platforms is they have monetization built in. Okay, so we can give each other tips. So, like earlier, my friend Patricia Murray, she gave me, I think, 60 cents or 50 cents, something like that. But those points add up. They do add up. All right. And so you don't have to have these thresholds that YouTube or Twitch put on you that you have to have so many followers and so many hours. And then from day one, if they turn it on your account, and you can talk to them about that, and then you can get tips on your streams. Okay. So sign up for Haps. You got nothing to lose because it's free. You can broadcast to your YouTube, like I'm doing right now, your Facebook pages, profiles, and groups, and your Twitch, which I'm doing right now. I'm over on the Anchor Show Twitch account, which I believe over on Twitch, it's also called Anchor Show. And yeah, yeah. Oh, and you can win, the swag. And Raymond, he knows the deal. A ray of sunshine, Raymond Sims, he knows the deal. Will I be able to use Happy with Twitter? Okay, Miss Jasmine, great question. It's Haps, and if I'm not sure. Okay, you're over on Twitter. You're on Twitter. So let me make sure that I come over to Twitter and make sure I give you the link. Bear with me, everyone, because this is a great question. Periscope is going away. And I don't see your comment on Twitter, but I'm just going to add it here. The link for you to sign up. Hang on, everybody. Eileen.link/Haps as HAPPS. And I know you wrote happy, but I can imagine that you probably had autocorrect on your phone or whatever if you're on your phone. And, you do it is here. Hey, Barry Justin. Oh, actually, you do it is saying hi to everybody. Thank you for coming to the live stream today. And I think this has been a while since you and I actually hung out together. So, and you just signed up because of me. Great. Awesome. 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 So now what you need to do is go live. It's super duper easy to go live. You can do it from your phone. You don't have to use this desktop. I do have a tutorial, but also the Haps team has tutorials as well on how to use the desktop. I think it changed a little bit since I made my tutorial, but you can still figure it out. It's not like anything missing or anything like that. So let me just move this down and I'll make sure I put you do it's comment up on screen. Yeah. And so The only thing is, with it's because it's a free platform too, right? You do have their logo up at the top. I think it's a nice logo. It's not intrusive or anything like that. And like you have the announcements, but also puts your picture up on top to remind people who you are. And it also, you can display everybody's comments up on screen as well. So, I really appreciate each and every one of you, no matter what platform you're watching from, for joining me on the stream today, because we did have some technical glitches. And oh my gosh, you guys are so, so special to me. You hung in there with me throughout any tech glitches that we had. And it all worked out good because, we had some demons and, they were crushed. Then they just actually disappeared. I don't even know how. I did use that refresh devices. Oh, that's a tip. If you ever have that problem, you lose your microphone or you use your camera while you're streaming. If you're on desktop, Haps has a little button that says refresh devices. And I clicked that button and it brought my mic back. I don't even know where it went to begin with. And Raymond has given me the Appreciate You Award. Yay! Thank you, Raymond. I appreciate you, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. So it's a great platform. It's free. And the fact that you can multi-stream for free is incredible. You also can add an RTMP destination. And guess what? If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. But for those who are really deep into live streaming, they know what RTMP is. It's not really all that techy. It's really just like a password and a URL and a password to stream on some obscure site that's not Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube. They don't have a LinkedIn yet. I will say that. I bet it's coming. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, I don't even have LinkedIn. You got to apply. And I'm not worrying about LinkedIn. Maybe you are. If you are, then I definitely recommend StreamYard, but also Ecamm Live is going to be coming out with their LinkedIn connection as well, just for somebody who really, really knows. Haps versus StreamYard. Okay, that's what I just been talking about. So Haps has a built-in community. Haps is free no matter how many destinations you have. All right. So if I had a bunch of Facebook groups or a bunch of Facebook pages, I could go live on all of them at the same time. All right. And I think there might be a maximum, something like, I don't know, in the back of my head, I'm thinking 18 or some wild number that you probably wouldn't want to even go live that many places anyway, because you do have to remember the resources that you're using, not only on your computer, but also for their servers and things. So, but within reason, you're going to go live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And when Twitter makes the switch to Periscope or away from Periscope, then you're also going to be able to look on Twitter Live as well. And whew, there you go. You do have to have their logo on, but on StreamYard, you have to pay to get rid of the logo. Also, on Haps, you have monetization from day one. People can give you tips. You know my background? Thank you. Just so you know, this isn't a green screen or anything. This is really like my office. That's my office. Let me just throw something back there so you see. You signed up after you saw my tutorial. Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Now, this challenge is only considering people that signed up when they started the challenge, which was Tuesday or one day this week. So Raymond says Haps is greater than StreamYard. Raymond said that. I didn't say that. What I say, because someone asked me, is it better than StreamYard? I say use both. What's stopping you from using both? Why can't you use both? You use both, right? Yep, use both. And if you're lucky enough to have Ecamm, to have a Mac to have Ecamm, you use that one too, because that's what I'm doing now. I'm using Ecamm, and I am using it as the virtual camera here, which is why I can do stuff like move things around. See how I repositioned myself? I wouldn't be able to do that with Haps or StreamYard. That's the power of Ecamm Live. Okay. Woohoo! Props to prove it was real. Yeah, I got that from Bandrew. If anybody watches Podcastage, he does the microphone reviews. But I didn't have a microphone. I just had that. Oh my goodness. I messed up. I shouldn't have threw that over there. It's no big deal though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I always start my broadcasts by saying hello, beautiful people. And the reason I do that is because I know that you have a beautiful message inside of you. You might be a little shy. You might be a little overwhelmed with all the tech, but that's my job. That's where I come in at, because I want to show you, just like I did today on Twitter Spaces, I want to show you what buttons to push so that you can get over that overwhelm, get over that fear of being on camera, get your gear together, and go ahead and get your message out there. Because guess what? Your message could change someone's life. And I just want to inspire you to do that. So I start by saying, hello, beautiful people. And I end by saying, stay